there, Mandy here from Soulstar Energy Collective, here to do your weekly energy reading. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping and for joining me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards, 3 cards from my Oracle deck. I'm using the Shaman Dreams Oracle deck today by Colette Baron Reid, one of my favorite decks to read from. I'm going to pull 3 cards, and you're just meant to kind of feel into whether card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3 has a message for you. You can keep it very general and just see what Spirit has to share with you, or you can ask a question and assign a card to it. Sometimes multiple cards resonate with you, and sometimes just one resonates with you. Before we get into it, I just wanted to share that I am opening up some year ahead readings this year. I didn't do this last year, but they were always a very big hit. They're a lot of fun to do. This type of reading is where I feel into the energy of 2025 for you, and we go through each month to kind of determine and feel into what energy you can expect for that month, just so that you can get an overall sense of what 2025 has in store for you, so you can plan and prepare and try to align with that energy and flow through it a little bit better, or a little bit with a little bit more ease and a little bit more grace. We'll look at your overarching theme and all that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in getting a little sneak peek into what 2025 has for you, please check out our website or our link in our bio. The direct booking link is there. It is a 45-minute reading, and it's about 150 Canadian. So yeah, we have just limited spots available. So if this is one for you, please go ahead and book it. And I look forward to connecting with anybody that's into it. So let's get into this reading today. So if you want to take a moment and just kind of feel into whether card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3 has a message for you, we will get into it. So let's see card number 1. Card 1, please. Okay. It says lost in space, needing direction. So I'm just going to take a sec to connect to the card and I sort of feel when I feel into the energy of this card, so whoever chose card number 1, I sort of feel like this frustration or this disappointment or this just like this need to, or not even a need, but just this overall feeling of giving up in a way, kind of like it almost feels like you feel like Spirit has disappeared, or in a sense, like we've been going through this period of time, it feels like where you felt very guided and very clear on your direction forward. And it kind of feels like in this moment, or at least for this week, you sort of feel like what the fuck am I doing? Like giving up. And there's just this sense of like letdown in a way, and this sense of introversion, like you just kind of want to curl up in a ball and kind of not do anything. So let me just see what the message here is. Okay, so part of the message is for you to recognize that energy and to embrace it and be okay with not knowing your direction, or not knowing what's coming next, or even giving yourself permission to feel unmotivated and to feel just to feel sort of like you're at your wit's end and you just don't want to do anything. Like part of this is to be able to surrender to being in the present moment, to feel what that feels like, to allow yourself to be in the present moment, because a lot of us exist so much in the future, and we're always focusing on what's coming or what we should be doing now to get to where we want to go and all that sort of stuff. And there's just always this momentum of moving forward. And there's also a lot of us get stuck in the past and allow ourselves to be held back by the stories that we create, or the patterns, or the limiting beliefs, all that sort of stuff. So it's actually really hard for us to stay present in the moment. So if you're feeling like this lack of clarity or this lack of motivation to kind of move forward. It's almost like you're being asked to just embrace that and to be like, to try to be okay with that. And if you're not okay with that, to reflect on why you have a hard time with that, because part of this period is kind of like an integration period in a sense. And I just keep feeling like you're in the cocoon and you need time to recuperate and you need time to just rest and to be okay, so that you can be strong enough to break free from that cocoon and you can transform into that butterfly, that metamorphosis piece. So just know that it's intentional, that the blinders are on in a way, and that there's like this fog over you, and just allow yourself, just embrace that if you can. And you know what, be like, okay, I'm not going to worry about what I'm creating or what I should be creating or what I should be doing. I'm just going to be okay with where I'm at, and I'm going to take a break and just enjoy that little bit of time off. Because when you do that transformation, like, we're just needing to gain our strength so that you can have the strength to break free from that cocoon, so you can transform into that butterfly and move into who you're becoming. But there's this period, this integration period, that needs to happen first. Oh, I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. Okay. So card number 2. Oop, that one flew out. This one is called Netcaster. Okay. I really sense this patience energy. Like, it's almost like you're gonna be rewarded this week for the patience that you've been able to cultivate, or the energy of the patience that you've been able to sit within. So it's almost like card 1 was talking about allowing yourself to be in the energy of stillness, in a sense. And card 2 is almost like, okay, you were in the energy of stillness and now you're going to be rewarded for that. It's almost like there was this quiet, it's such a beautiful energy. So it was almost like you've been in this period of time where you've been quietly creating, or quietly and slowly integrating, and it feels like there hasn't been a lot of like hurried energy or rushed energy, or like, it's just been like a very chill, it's like you haven't been really placing expectations on what it is that you've been cultivating, or what it has been you've been preparing, creating, doing. So it's like you've been being led to do all these little things. You've been following the breadcrumbs, you've been picking them up, you've been paying attention, and you've been doing it slowly and quietly and intentionally and with gratitude. And it just feels like you've been in this beautiful energy for a little while, and now it feels like you're about to be rewarded for all of that hard work that you've been doing just quietly and kind of like under the radar. And it's almost like there's this energy of things coming to you, like this manifestation energy that is kind of like, it's almost like your energy is going to become magnetic, or it has become magnetic. And then this week almost feels like there's going to be all of these people coming to you, or opportunities coming to you. So paying attention to what's coming into your path this week, because it feels like certain things are going to be aligning with you, or being placed into your path that you're meant to pay attention to, because these are your reward, in a sense. So for the next few days, like the next week, just paying attention to, again, to like who is reaching out, what they're reaching out for, bumping into certain people, or just like out of the blue opportunities. These feel meant for you, and they feel very like they've been pushed to you on purpose, and it's kind of like a reward for all of the work that you've been doing quietly, kind of behind the scenes. So let me know how that goes. That sounds amazing. Okay, card number 3. Card 3. Root girl. Okay, let me just feel into this one. So the way that I'm receiving the messages, there's multiple ways that we receive our intuition and guidance and messages and stuff like that. A lot of us, clairvoyance is like the celebrity of intuition and psychics, but there's so many other ways that we receive messages, and I'm very clairsentient. So I usually feel the message first, and then I'll start to see images or I'll hear things. So we receive messages through our clairaudience, which is hearing, and then also just knowing, which is kind of like just a landed, just a knowing within your energy field in your body. So this is something that Allison and I teach in our containers, really focusing on how you're receiving your intuition and how you can trust your intuition. So if that's something you're interested in learning more about, definitely check out our website and our intuitive containers, our intuitive mentorship containers. And even our self-paced courses build that foundation. So when you want to step into a container, you're feeling a little bit more confident. But yeah, so just give me a sec here. Okay, so whoever chose card number 3, I do feel this sense of introversion this week. So it feels like, and the card obviously indicates that, but the energy I feel like it really feels like going within, like, and almost like inner child stuff is coming up for you this week. So, paying attention to, and I feel like it might be connected to family. And I say that, Spirit's pointing me to the calendar because I feel like it's the US Thanksgiving this week. So this would make sense tying in. So, paying attention to triggers, things that might make you furious, and you might be paying attention to where you feel it. If you're feeling like this energy in your heart space that is tied to family, to relationships, to people that you love, friends, all that sort of stuff. So if you're feeling like somebody says something to you and you're triggered and you're feeling it in here, this is, trying to sort out like why you're feeling triggered. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you to sit with your triggers and try to turn that mirror on and be like, okay, so-and-so said something to me or did something that triggered me, but why did it trigger me? Because always it has nothing to do with them and what they said or what they did. It always has to do with you. So if you're feeling that energy, where does that root? And a lot of times it'll be rooted to our inner child. So allow yourself to dig back, like go back and try to dig deeper as to like why it truly bothers you that so-and-so said something or so-and-so did something. So it feels like there's just going to be a lot of opportunity for you to do some healing work, some shadow work connected to your inner child and connected to family this week. And it might even feel like I'm feeling like, for some, like shame in a way. So parents are so good at making us feel like we're not good enough, whatever we're doing. So it feels like there might be even some shame, energy of shame coming up, and I just want you to know, like, if you're feeling this shameful, just sit in meditation or sit in a quiet space and imagine yourself going back to that version of yourself where this rooted, so your inner child, and just giving them a hug and just letting them know like everything is okay and you're good enough, you're worthy enough, and you are deserving of love and of gratitude, and just do some work with yourself on self-love, because it feels like this might be a challenging week with regard to some shadow work, some triggers, inner child work, and all that sort of stuff. But just know you are loved, you are beautiful, and you are worthy of everything that you desire. And I hope that that helps, and that you are able to kind of like see that and feel that for yourself. But yeah, that is message 3. So I hope those messages resonate. If you have any questions or want to let us know how that landed, please leave a comment or send us a message. And again, we have the year ahead readings coming or available already. So if you want to book a year ahead reading, please check out our website, and everything's linked there. And yeah, we love coming into the space, and thank you so much for being here.